Like that place was Madison Square Garden.
Hey guys, we're back. We're gonna do the part 2 of the BMR suspension. We're gonna get the pan hard bar put on. We're gonna get that back in aligned, and then I'm gonna try to do some driving before the rain gets here. All right, guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, we got the pan hard bar installed. Now what I'm going to do is align the rear end, and by doing that, what you do is you take a piece of string, whatever you got that can dangle, tie a washer or bolt something to the bottom of it, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to take that to line up with the center of the wheel, and then you're going to make a measurement from the center of the wheel to your string, and that's going to tell you how far off your rear end is, where you need to make your adjustment. On mine, this wheel is sitting too far in, so I'm going to have to bring it out about a 1/2 inch to make it line up with the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up under the car, we're going to adjust the pan hard bar, and we're going to adjust it over a 1/2 inch. All right guys, I've got everything on, everything's tight, torqued down. What I'm going to do now is we're going to put the car down, and we're going to take it for a drive and see how it goes. All right guys. Guys, so far it's quiet. I haven't heard any noises or squeaks or anything. So far I'm happy with it. Nothing's fell off yet. I love these seats, guys. These seats are amazing. So glad I got them. So far, feels the same. I can't really tell a difference, to be honest with you. I'm gonna get on some back roads. We're gonna cruise. Maybe I can tell a difference there. I think I might be able to tell a little bit of difference in traffic. Normally, just barely getting on it like that, I'd blow the tires off, and it is cold out. So as of right now, I can't really tell, other than maybe the traction's a little bit better, which makes sense because it keeps the rear end tighter back there. I didn't really have any issues with wheel hop before. But, you know, doing this with the lower control arms and all that, that usually helps with any kind of wheel hop or anything that you might have. Because the factory bushings in the control arms and stuff are, you know, they're flimsy, so it causes that rear end to hop around. Well, she drifts good. Seems to ride a little better, a little smoother when it's hitting these bumps and stuff. I've noticed that it seems to take the bumps a lot better, so that's a plus. This road that I'm on, I drive this road quite a bit going to work, and I've drove the car a couple times to work, and like I said, some of these bumps like this one I hit right here, usually almost felt like it was bottoming the car out. It really feels like it's taking the bumps a lot better. Difference with traction. You know, the combination of the rear diff cover and the control arms, it's making a huge difference with traction. I've noticed doing each one of those things, like when I just did the rear diff cover, I noticed a huge difference in the way the car hooked up. I can definitely tell a huge difference with the back end now with the control arms and the subframe connectors a lot stiffer. I don't feel like the car is squatting as much either. It's 40 degrees here, and like I said, when I first got the car, it was around 40 degrees, and a couple of, because it's winter months, and I've drove the car quite a bit in the cold. And before I started doing all these mods to stiffen up the suspension and stiffen up the rear end, the car would not hook up because it's got the 410 gears in it. And I was having a lot of issues with not getting any traction, especially with it being a little cold outside. So I definitely can tell a huge difference with traction with doing these mods, which is I'm ecstatic about, because I couldn't even hook up. I know when I first got the car, I was spinning in third gear, and I mean right there I just did a second gear punch and we spun a little bit, but nowhere near what the car was doing. So far the car really, man, I just can't wait to get the coilovers on, because I mean the car handles awesome already the way it is, and still got to put the coilovers on, and that's going to make probably a huge difference. There ain't no probably about it, it's gonna make a huge difference. I just need to find time to put them on. I've got a ton of other things going on right now. Also guys, also going to touch bases with you on this video. A lot of my followers, not that I have a ton, but also going to be doing a TIC Performance master cylinder on the car. I've got MSD two-step that I'm going to be putting on the car, the coilovers. I've also got headers. The car does not have headers. It does have catless wide pipe, and it has a Borla full catback Borla exhaust. So we're going to be doing the headers, the coilovers, the MSD ignition, and the TIC Performance master cylinder. And I'm also going to do the throttle body coolant delete. Once I get all that stuff done, probably going to be doing wheels. And I'm also thinking about, well, I'm going to more than likely replace the rear end. Probably going to go with like an 8.8 Ford rear end, or something along those lines. You guys comment down in the bottom, let me know what rear end you think I should go with. I can't speak, but those are just some things that are coming up with the car. I'm gonna be doing those few things. I work a crazy job. My hours are super crazy. I have weekends off, luckily, but usually when the weekend rolls around, the wife's got me doing 4 or 5 different things. It's hard for me to get out there in the garage and get shit done, especially, like I said, I just bought a new house, so I'm still hanging things up in the house, doing things that the wife wants me to do. So just trying to find time for the car. Those are just a few things. I'm really excited about getting some wheels. I don't really know what wheels I'm going to go with. I'm thinking about some US mags. I'm wanting to go with something with a pretty wide offset, or pretty wide lip on it. I want to go with something pretty crazy. I want something that stands out. So I'm thinking about definitely upgrading the rear end, and when I do that, I'll just have it cut. I'll probably shorten the rear end around 3 inches on each side, so I can get that big fat wheel up underneath there. I've noticed with a lot of guys that put the bigger wheels in the back, I've noticed that the wheels tend to stick out a little bit, and I don't really like that look. I mean, you definitely want the wheel to be out a little bit, but you don't want it sticking out like where it looks like one of them skateboard wheels. I still want the tire to be up under, and like I said, I'm gonna put the coilovers on it. I think these cars look amazing slammed on the ground, like pretty low. I know I'll have some clearance issues with the exhaust, but I don't drive the car every day, and the roads around here aren't that bad. I've had pretty low cars before. You just got to be careful pulling in and out of places, but I do want the car. I mean, I really think the cars look amazing when they're like really low to the ground. So I'm going to try to get the car as low as I can. And then I'd like to have that back wheel with that big lip to be able to not tuck the fender, but to sit up under there nice and not have to worry about hitting it or anything like that. I will roll the fender, but to get more clearance. But I just don't. What I'm basically saying is I don't want that wheel to be sticking out all crazy.
He's saying like that place was Madison's Great Garden.
Do you wanna go down? I got to get that TIG Performance Master Cylinder put on. Clutch pedals getting soft. You know, I smash on it a little bit and that pedal gets a little soft. It's a big issue with these cars. But anyways, that's pretty much the end of the drive. The car handled amazing. I'm 100% happy with it. It feels smoother and handles better. It's crazy that it actually like improved the ride quality. That's, you know, I was thinking it was going to be real stiff. It was going to, you know, when I hit the bumps, it was going to jar my teeth. But man, I mean, it rides better with the polyurethane bushings and these new control arms and stuff. And I think relocating the control arms really helped too. You know, dropping with the drop bracket, I think that helped with it too. But the car rides amazing. Like, I'm speechless on how good it rides. But that's pretty much it. I'm coming through the neighborhood now. I got to get ready to go to a birthday party. So that'll be the end of the drive for today. I'm going to try to get the car out some more as the weather gets nicer. I got to find some better spots to rip on it, because there's around where I live, man, there's really not. I mean, there's a lot of back roads, but there's a ton of traffic on them because people use them to hop between cities. And it's just, I don't know, I got to find some better places to get on it and rip on it. But anyways, guys, that'll be it for today. All right, guys.
He's saying like that place was Madison Square Garden.